He says, how much more, okay, esteem shall the administering of the Spirit be? All right? Now, I know he says at the end of that verse 7, he says, the esteem of his face which was passing away, right? So this idea of the things written on stones which were passing away. And what he's trying to say is, again, there's now a shifting to the next covenant. So by passing away, it doesn't mean it's done away. We're now moving on to the next level. So think of it as stepping up, okay? If you know about the Noahide covenant, the Noahide covenant only mentions a very small handful of things. That doesn't mean there was not an awareness of other Torah issues, because we could see evidence of other Torah being known in those days. Like when he puts clean and unclean animals differently on the ark, he clearly knew about them, even though those aren't mentioned specifically in the Noahic covenant. But the point being, that covenant was then built up onto the next level. It passed away. We no longer are under the Noahic covenant. Can we agree? It's passed away. But everything in it is in the next covenant plus more. Can we also agree? And then we get the Abrahamic. And then same, everything's included plus more. So when he says it's passing away, because we're now moving on or up to the next level. Is that fair? Okay, that's not the way it's taught. I understand that. Because they want to say, done away with, passing away, no good, throw it out, whatever, because now we have this brand new thing. But we don't have any history in the scriptures that that's how they did it. It's a brand new thing, inclusive of the old thing, wrapped up in a whole new package of additional understandings, okay, or additional details. And so that's what you get in with Moshe, is the first time the whole thing was codified, it was codified, it was written down in detail. But then by the time we get to Yeshua, he's like, okay, guys, you've been doing this for a long time, many centuries now, but somehow you managed to miss the point. And I'm here to help you understand the point. I'm not here to help you understand that there was no point, because that's what Christianity would tell you, right? That there was no real point to the Old Testament. That was for them, they needed it, they were stupid, they were this, whatever they want to say, all right? It was a disciplining teacher, which is what we're told by Paul, that the Torah was a teacher, to give us some discipline. Keep these days, don't eat these things, right? Do this, don't do that. Isn't that what we tell a child? Okay? And then when we get older, we expect, and others expect of us, but we expect also to not be told anymore. We tend to have a problem when people tell us stuff. Do this, don't do that. Oh, don't tell me what to do, right? Because we expect we can make our own choices. Now, but the point is, you give a child very clear. Now, a lot of you aren't doing this, is why your children are running around like crazy people. But you try to give them clear boundaries. That doesn't always work, but some of you have a really big problem because you never even bothered to give them clear boundaries. Clear expectations of this is approved, this is not approved. You can do this, you can't do that, right? Now, I'm not saying if you did that, everything would be wonderful. Some children, no matter what you do, they don't listen, it's fine. You see that here. Children of Israel, no matter what Yahweh did, a lot of them still didn't listen. Right? Okay, we still have that problem in here. Okay? So the Torah was for children. But now, when you get to be an adult, do you just ignore everything you learned as a child? Like you learned, don't touch the stove, it's hot. Don't touch fire, it'll burn you. Do you just forget about that because it was a thing you were told as a kid? Don't run in the street. So now you just run in the street? Okay? I'm just saying it's built hopefully to that next level without ignoring what you should have learned at the beginner level. I mean, it's one of those things that you see this throughout life itself, where things don't necessarily just have a utility for a short time and they're thrown away. They have a utility and then you build upon it. And that's what makes the growth. That's what makes the transformation. So what Paul's saying is, okay, just like Yeshua tried to tell them, I'm here to give you the next level built upon the previous level. And he's not saying that Old Testament was terrible. He said it was esteemed. It was esteemed. So how even more so should this next higher level be esteemed?